Today, I'll be walking you through 30 new mini items that sell themselves in 2024. So the reason why I love such items is the fact that they are very easy to import, for they don't really occupy a lot of space. So if you are one of those people out there who loves to import but you're scared of losing a lot of money, worry not, for I've got you covered in this video. From household items to car items to phone accessories to everyday items, I've got you covered. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight to the point. So the first mini item you could import that could make you a lot of money is the tire inflator. So unlike before, this is the electronic type of tire inflator, which you just press and it inflates, be it your car tire, bike tire, bicycle tire, or even football. So this instrument is very, very handy for car repairers and even for private use, for you could actually walk around with it in your car, and whenever you need to inflate your tire, you do it yourself. So people love this item so much because it makes them independent, so much so that whenever they have a tire puncture or whatever, they can simply solve the problem themselves. The next item is security bulbs. So these are new type of bulbs that are actually embedded with a security camera in it. It is actually a security camera, but it is disguised as a bulb. So whenever a visitor or a thief comes to your home, they might not necessarily know that you've got a security camera, and they might feel free to do whatever they came for, and that's how you're going to be catching them. So this security bulb takes a memory card and is easily accessible from a distance. Next on our list, we've got wine openers and bottle openers. There are these new modern openers that you just give a press or a pump and it opens the bottle for you effortlessly. And also there are automatic wine openers that you just place at the top of your wine and it does the job itself and takes off the lid. The next item here is smart switches. So these smart switches also sell themselves in 2024 very well. They've gone so popular and people love them because you can actually manage them from a distance from your phone, and also they aren't expensive. They generally cost about $10 to $40 maximum. So people are actually going crazy over this item. Next on, we've got the 7-in-1 laptop cleaner. So this is a cleaner kit that you use to clean your laptop. So it's got different brushes, different dimensions, different shapes, different sizes that you easily use to clean every part of your laptop. So this comes in very handy for laptop users and it sells itself on the market. People are crazy over this item. So if you are a laptop owner, you better get this item because it saves you the stress of having to use a tissue or a foam that might most times leave certain residues in between your keyboard. Next on, we've got mini perfumes. Perfumes sell a lot nowadays. So there is this system where perfumes are retailed or refilled in smaller bottles and people sell them as one or in packs and people really buy, all right? So this is some business you would love to invest your money in. If you're interested in the perfume business, I've got a video where I covered everything in details. So you could as well check this video in order to know how to go about the perfume business as a whole. And mark you, I actually gave a secret in that video that if you apply in your perfume business, you are going to outstand in your area and make the most out of business. So that leads us to the next item here, which is the mosquito repellent. This item sells like crazy. It basically sells itself, alright? People love this item because it seamlessly drives mosquitoes away, especially here in Africa where we've got lots of mosquitoes. This item is a must have. So contrary to certain products that you know that we used to burn back in the days to repel mosquitoes, and they used to be very toxic, this one isn't toxic at all. It emits a certain scent that mosquitoes don't love and keeps them away. On to the next item, we've got candles. Yes, so candles are one of those items that really sell themselves right now. People love candles in all shapes and sizes and all scents. People buy candles for lots of reasons, for wakekeeps, burials, ceremonies, masses, and even for decor at home. Some people just love to have beautiful candles around and enjoy their beautiful scent. So candle is that one business that if you invest your money in, you are going to be cashing out real big. Next on, we've got the car vacuum cleaner. Yes, this item is that item that you use to clean your car effortlessly. It can access every little corner in your car. You know, those angles where the ordinary vacuum can't access. This vacuum cleaner does the job for you. It goes through every part of your car and cleans it to perfection. So this is one item that people love so much because it actually reduces their efforts and saves them time. Next on, we've got smart plugs. This is one item that people also love so much because they can also be managed from a distance, that is from the phone, and also they aren't expensive at all. With about $8 to maximum $18, you can get a good smart plug for yourself. Next on our list are LED bulbs. So these LED bulbs are quite popular right now. This is because people love them as they could use them for various reasons. Some use them to maybe give a personal touch to some angles in their homes or to their business places, nightclubs, and all the like, you name it. In their cupboards, pantries, wardrobes, people use these bulbs and they love them so much. So these items actually sell themselves and they can also be managed from your phone. People love the fact that these bulbs change colors. You can just change the colors from your phone and you get your desired color at any point in time. So this is one item that you would love to invest your money in. The next on our list are phone cases. This is one item that has come to stay because phones are one of the highest gadgets that people use. In fact, phones are the highest selling electronics worldwide. So if you invest your money in something like phone cases, you are sure to make money for life because people always buy phone cases. People keep updating and updating. I am not an exception, all right? At any point in time, I use a minimum of 3 phone cases because I just love switching them from time to time, changing to this color, to this model, and it just makes the whole experience fun. And I guess a lot of people are like that too, all right? So this is one thing that people buy a lot, and if you invest your money in such an item, you are sure to make money for life. Like I said, it is something that has come to stay. Next on, we've got the mini wireless speaker. These wireless speakers sell themselves because they are very practical. You can actually displace yourself with them without stressing to be dragging the cord or the wire along with you, and you can actually place it in any place without stressing. It is very portable, very light, and can easily enter a handbag. So if you are even a lady having to do something somewhere and you maybe need some loud music for 1 or 2 reasons, you could actually put it in your handbag and displace yourself with it. Next on, we've got mini microphones. Yes, mini microphones sell themselves nowadays because a lot of content creators are popping up every day and they need these mini microphones for their content creation. And you see even these people who make videos on TikTok using those hand mini microphones that gives a good sound to their videos and also make their videos aesthetically pleasing. So mini microphones really sell well nowadays because sound is something that is very instrumental to the success of any content. So content creators don't take their sound for granted. So if you are smart, you better invest in microphones. And this is something that you can make real money with if you actually chose the right microphones, because you know when content creators use a certain mic and it sounds so good, people keep asking, and that's how they are going to be referring you to maybe their audience or their fellow content creators. And if your mic is actually a good one, like I said, that's how you're going to be making more money. On to the next, which has to do with the car. Again, we are going to be talking about the car holder, that is the phone holders that are placed in a car. You know, cars generally don't provide a space for the phone, so having a phone holder adapted to a car is always a plus. And you know, it is actually an offense to talk on the phone while driving, so it eases things for drivers to just place their phones on a phone holder or car holder and make their phone calls or listen to their music or whatever they want to do with the phone without stressing to be caught using a phone. phone. So this is one item also that sells itself perfectly. That leads us to the next that also has to do with the car, and which is the car air refreshener. Yes, air refresheners is something that is not new, right? But the thing is, new scents keep coming up as the days go by. We've got new models, new colors, and new sizes that keep coming up, and that keeps making the whole experience fun, and people buy them all the time. And this is one thing that people also buy a lot because they wouldn't love at times to have the same fragrance or the same scent in their car. So they often change all the time to have different fragrances according to their mood. You know, when we talk of scents, it has a lot to do with people's mood and personalities. So at times there is a certain scent that you would love maybe to get during cold days, and there is a certain scent or fragrance that you would love to smell during hot days, and so on and so forth. So this is one item you can invest your money in and be sure to make a good return on investment. That also leads us to the next one, which is the car USB charger. Yes, this is that one item that all drivers need. Any car owner knows the importance of having a car USB charger around, because at times you are busy with one or two things at home and you forget to charge your phone, and you notice maybe on your way out that you haven't charged your phone, and you need to use your phone where you are going to. So which other solution do you have than having something like this that you could use right in your car and charge your phone while driving to your destination? So this is that item also that basically sells itself effortlessly. And that leads us to the next on our list, which is the rear camera. You know, nowadays anything that can enable you see the rear part of your car without stressing to tilt your neck left and right is always a plus, alright? So I remember this point in time where my rear camera was blurred, so I got the car to the mechanic, and for some reason while working he did something that blurred the rear camera. Honestly, that's when I got to know about the importance of the rear camera that I was neglecting, alright? It is something that actually got installed. The car didn't come with it, it was installed to the car, but then after using it for so long I took it for granted. But the day that that mechanic did that mistake and the camera got blurred, that's when I knew the importance of that camera, because for the first time after a long time I had to start training to reverse the car, and it isn't easy, alright, especially for someone who started using that camera. That just goes a long way to tell you how important the rear camera is and how much people buy it, because honestly I don't see myself driving a car without a rear camera, because to me it just makes the whole experience of reversing the car so strenuous. So why would someone love to strain when there is such a solution? So just from my own experience, I can attest to you that this rear camera is something that is indispensable to most car owners nowadays. So if you're looking for something to invest your money in and that you want to be sure to make a good return on investment, you better go for rear cameras. And that takes us to the next on our list, which is tripods. Yes, this is that one item again that has to do with content creation. And you know, nowadays content creation is one of those things that are booming nowadays. A lot of people are joining the content creation sphere and they often need tripods, alright, especially for those who have to put their phones on the tripod to film, or even those who use cameras, alright, also vloggers and or the like. Everyone needs a tripod. You can be a content creator without owning at least one tripod. So just imagine the millions of content creators that exist, and you can have an idea of how huge the tripod market is. So this is one business that you don't want to neglect, especially if you are in Africa. Here in Africa, a good tripod costs a minimum of $30. So imagine the amount of money that you could make from tripods in Africa. Next on our list is air humidifiers. Earth humidifiers normally create a healthier and more comfortable environment for the consumers. And this is because generally they increase the moisture levels in the air, thereby making your environment so refreshing and cozy. So this is one of those items that people buy a lot. On to the next, we've got Bluetooth headphones. Bluetooth headphones are so used nowadays, especially by the youth and content creators. They love this item so much. And the thing is, it isn't cheap, alright? Despite its price, people still keep buying. The cheapest Bluetooth headphones generally cost a minimum of $25 to $30. So it isn't cheap, alright, but people buy. That leads us to the next, which is somehow related, which is the TWS earphones. That is the true wireless systems. With these earphones, you can actually connect two devices by Bluetooth. So people love this functionality so much that they are crazy over these earphones. These earphones sell like wildfire, as I always love to say. People buy and keep buying. Some buy to offer them as gifts to their loved ones. Some just buy because of how elegant it is. Some buy because of how good the music sounds with it, and various reasons. So these items do sell a lot, and they aren't cheap as well. An average TWS earphone actually sells for about $10 minimum, which is just something that is very small, alright? And a lot of people are buying, especially the youths. Youths love these earphones a lot, that it is almost like a competition to have one, alright? And you know, whenever youths are fighting over something, that thing often sells like crazy. So next on, this has to do with beauty or women. We are talking here of a lip balm. So this is something that not only women, a lot of people use it. Basically, everybody uses it, and it is actually a necessity because we've got dry moments where the climate isn't favorable to anyone, and everyone often goes for a lip balm. So this is one thing that if you invest your money in, you are sure to make a good return on investment. And you know, anything that has to do with beauty or women always sells like crazy because women don't take their products for granted. And a lip balm is that thing that all women use. Like I said, everybody uses, but all women use because even those women who aren't the makeup type of women always use lip balms. And it has to do also with skincare routine. You know, nowadays a lot of people are so crazy about skincare routine, and lip balm is one of those items always found in their skincare items. So be it in the mornings, afternoons, evenings, people apply lip balms all day long. Next on, we've got the garment steamer. So this is something just like maybe iron, but it is actually a steamer that you bring closer to your dress or your fabric, and it basically straightens the fabric for you. So you don't need to stress to be pressing and ironing. You just go with it closer to your fabric and it does the work for you. So people love it so much because it comes in handy for travelers and people who don't have the time to maybe iron their dresses or whatever. So this is one item that if you also invest your money in, you're going to be making a lot of money because there's no way you could watch a demo on this item and not desire to get one for yourself. Let's now go to the next, which has to do with hygiene. And I am referring here to the toothbrush holder. This is that one instrument right now that is found in almost everyone's bathroom. It generally takes like 3 to maybe 5 toothbrushes so that it could actually incorporate the toothbrushes of everyone in a family. And it also has a toothpaste dispenser. So basically, when it senses your toothbrush, it dispenses toothpaste, or when you press your toothbrush to it, it actually dispenses some toothpaste for you automatically. With such inventions, who would love to be going and stressing to press the toothpaste on a toothbrush when you can simply just hold your toothbrush to the toothpaste and it dispenses the toothpaste to you automatically? Who wouldn't love to have their life as easy as that? So this item is so handy and so practical that everyone loves it. So it comes in various sizes and shapes and colors. So there are basically different models out there and all of them really do sell very well. Next on, this also has to do with hygiene, and we are talking here of the smart soap dispenser. This is also that item that is so smart, and that's why it is called smart soap dispenser. Basically, once it senses your hand, it dispenses the soap automatically, and all you need to do is wash your hands. And people love it so much because even if you place it in public areas, since it isn't touched, you just place your hand at the bottom, it actually avoids the spread of germs. in between people. And another advantage with the smart soap dispenser is the fact that it actually limits soap waste. You know, once you place your hand, it is a precise quantity that drops to your hand, thereby giving no room for waste at all. The next point has to do with women, alright? I am talking here about the strapless bra. Women often don't like to feel the stress of the bra, and they just like to feel free in their dresses. So the strapless bra are therefore there to solve the problem of discomfort while wearing a bra. So this bra is actually one of those items out there that sells like crazy. Women love it so much and they always go for it whenever they find one. Next on is the pacifier clips. So these pacifier clips also sell themselves very well. This is that item that is attached to a baby's pacifier and stuck to the dress in order to maintain the baby's pacifier in their mouth. And also, it enables the pacifier not to drop, thereby enabling the baby not to lose their pacifier. This item is one of those items that women are actually crazy over because it saves them the stress of keep picking the pacifier to maybe wash it back or sterilize it back before giving to their babies. So it just enables the pacifier to be hanging somewhere around the baby's dress, and whenever the baby is in need, the baby can reach out to it and continue the sucking process. So this is one of those things also that if you invest your money in nowadays, you are going to be making good money in 2024. Last but not the least is nail art decor. Yes, these are those mini items that you often see on nails, used to beautify nails and give different designs according to people's personalities, and that make their nails outstand in a crowd. So women love those nail art items so much because they can actually choose to have the type of nails or the type of designs they want. So these items sell real good. So if you are a smart person out there, you know how much women spend on anything that has to do with beauty. So this is definitely one of those things that you would love to invest your money in. At this point, go-getter, I think I have given you enough items that you can actually invest your money in and not spend a lot to import. So you've got 30 of them, right? There is a ton of variety that you could actually choose from. That said, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you next time.